Hey guys, I want to give you a quick preview video of this. Yep, this is the new 2019 Jaguar F-Pace SVR. The quickest, the baddest, and the fastest SUV for Jaguar. Yes, they shoehorned a 5-liter supercharged V8 under the hood and did a lot of other changes. And in this video, I'm gonna give you a quick walk around. This is not about driving impressions because those are coming in on April 23rd, but I wanted to give you the specs, let you see the car, especially in this blue color. I think it looks just great. So let me quickly show you the engine first, and then we can go over all the specs, and then I'll show you the interior. Well, you can get a little preview here. Really sporty, supportive seats, leather. Under the hood is a 5-liter engine. It's also available in some other cars from Jaguar and Land Rover. It's available in the F-Type R, for example, or the Range Rover Sport SVR. The rating is 550 PS. It's converted to about 541 horsepower, 502 pound-feet of torque. It's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Of course, it's got an all-wheel drive system, and it's a performance-based all-wheel drive system, which is rear biased, and it can and it does send 100% of the power to the back, but it can appropriate up to 50% to the front. And let's take a look at the tires, the wheels. This particular model is riding on 22-inch wheels. It's got big, huge 15.5-inch brake rotors, 4-piston calipers, and it's wrapped in a Pirelli P0 tire that Jaguar worked with Pirelli on specifically for this car. This F-Pace has unique bodywork. It's got gigantic air intakes in the front, functional hood scoops to let the heat out from the engine, functional air outlets here behind the front wheel, and this is specifically to reduce lift because this car is rated at up to 176 miles an hour. That's a really high speed, so aerodynamics is very important. In the back, it's a 295 cross-section tire, so it's a wider tire. It's got a little bit of a lip here to kind of get the tire coverage for the car. In the rear, here's a little spoiler, additional spoiler, and of course quad exhaust pipes. Take a look at the pipes here. Yep, they're real, they're functional, and I'll start the car in a minute so you could hear it, because this V8 as always sounds good. You may know that from the F-Type R and some of the other vehicles in the Land Rover, Range Rover stable. Let me quickly pop the trunk, show you the space. This is a compact SUV crossover. It competes against other cars like the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, or for example the Porsche Macan Turbo. This Jaguar F-Pace SVR is on sale now. You can already order it or maybe find it at the local dealer. Starting price is $79,990, almost 80 grand. But when you consider that the Range Rover Sport SVR starts at about 114,000, this is quite a bargain. And it's also a more lightweight car. Let me show you the interior. The curb weight on this is just under 4,400 pounds. So it's got really good power to weight ratio. Really kind of sporty and also luxurious interior. So you got basically seating for 5, but mostly just 2 back here. There is a third seat with a third seat belt in the back here, obviously. You got some HVAC controls. You got these sporty seats with sort of traditional sport feature where you could potentially put some seat belts through here, but this is all for show here. It has regular seat belts, 3-point belts, not 4 points. Well, let's jump in and start this, and hopefully you will be able to hear the full might of this engine. Once again, a full driving review is coming on April 23rd. Jaguar does it to be fair to all the journalists, so we can all talk about how it drives at the same time. Push button start is here. There's actually a kind of a secret start mode. If you push the button just once, the accessories come on, and before you start it, you can actually enable the rear exhaust flaps to become open. This is the loud mode. You can kind of see there's a light there, and now you can start it in full loud mode. It's actually kind of quiet here in the cabin. Here's what the center console looks like. Here's the shifter. Once again, drive, reverse, park. When it's in drive, you can also put it in sport mode. Now, of course, there are several modes. It goes from kind of slippery condition to eco, to comfort, and to dynamic. In dynamic, the adaptive suspension is adjusted, transmission pressure is adjusted, throttle sensitivity is adjusted, and you can also customize all those things within the center console for individual settings. But this car has a lot of adjustability just to your liking, and also got pedal shifters here, pretty big ones. And you can also shift manually through the joystick here. Unfortunately, I can't rev it and let you hear it, but I can go behind it and let you hear the engine just a little bit. Check it out. Sounds really good, right? 0 to 60 performance, according to Jaguar, is 4.1 seconds. I cannot confirm that right now. We'll also get the car in Colorado and put it on our test track. We'll give it to Paul, and he will put it through its paces in a very precise way. I'm not a race car driver, and I cannot talk about how it drives once again, but I can just show you the car. Obviously, it will have optional features, so $80,000 is a starting price. But when you consider that the Stelvio Quadrifoglio starts also at $80,000, goes up from there. The Macan Turbo starts a little bit lower, but if you get the performance package in the Macan, the price can escalate quickly into the $90,000 range, or maybe even more. Here, I'll show you some of the modes. So there is comfort, eco, and adjustable ADSR, sort of slippery condition mode. Now, probably I would say the only way to drive it is in dynamic, but I cannot talk about some of the details about that quite right now. This is just a first look. Okay, I'm gonna stop the engine, and I'm gonna show you one more walk around of the car. Jaguar thinks this is gonna be a popular seller. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But let me just quickly walk around it one more time, show you some of the features. Of course, the SVR badging, the wider grille, air inlets, LED lights, of course. There would not be any other way. And all in all, it's a familiar shape. It's a familiar engine because this engine's been used in other Land Rover, Range Rover, Jaguar vehicles. and that's probably a good thing. So people have familiarity with this engine, and also this is a brand new package for this engine for people to enjoy. Let me show it to you from a wider angle. It's here on the beach in France. Of course, I'm very fortunate to be able to bring it to you. And go back to tflcar.com for my news, views, and real world performance crossover reviews.